So welcome back to BoneDry. I'm Joel. I'm struggling with what to do with this camellia. Right now I don't really have, so my strongest trunk is here, my strongest branch I guess, and which seems like it needs to be what leads to the apex. I'm kind of thinking about doing something like that, getting this to become the top again, and maybe come back up somehow. But you know, I've got a mess with this tree. I've got these huge cuts. I've learned now with the camellias that these will, I mean, they're just really slow to heal, and may not ever look good. But I think what I need to do is start with the base and see if I can come up with any kind of I need to see what things are looking like down a little lower here so I can decide if this tree is going to get planted at a different angle, if it's going to be raised up out of the pot a little higher, just what I can do with it. So I've got really strong roots here. And you know, maybe it too strong. I've also got, looks like, strong roots here on this side, and then I've got this one that extends out. It kinks down here, but then it does extend out. So I definitely might have some different possibilities based on this Nabari or the base here. So I think what I'm going to need to do is get it out, go ahead and do the root work that I want to do for repotting, and also figure out maybe if I can get a better angle also with a decent base. So I'm gonna get it out of the pot. Squirrels buried a pecan in it. I don't know if you noticed or not yet, but this branch broke. It's been taped. I'll show you when that happened. So here's the break on that camellia branch. I'm toying with wiring these and trying to bring them down and into some kind of shape, but so I was kind of testing this one, which was a bad branch to test because of this old, where I've got this old cut here. So it was just a really stupid branch to test flexibility on. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna tape it. I'm going to put it back up into position and tape it. There's probably something better to use, but this is what I've got this morning. Well, we'll see if the tip of that branch stays green. So yeah, that totally sucked. But you know, it was my fault. Bending down on that spot right there where I had previously cut a branch. I should have known it was going to be weak. I'm going to wash this up and see if I can get some kind of a better look. Okay, so it's pretty bizarre. It's got some wild stuff happening with these twisty roots. And so you know, I feel like I've already kind of blown it with this tree, with the scarring. So this is just gonna have to be kind of extend your bonsai knowledge tree for me, I think. And in my mind, I've got to utilize this big thick branch here, this big thick trunk as the trunk that leads to my apex. And so that's kind of still how I'm leaning, is taking this up and then trying to wire these branches into positions that I like. I don't know how it's going to go back here yet. I do see this somehow here kind of as my front. I'm gonna bring it up out of the planter and use more of the root. I think I'm gonna leave hollow spots right beneath it and just let these roots try and root farther down below. But yeah, I'm going to concentrate on getting these roots to where they'll fit into this pot. That's the other thing, is I am going to go with a shiny dark pot. Because the tree's kind of colorful, and I mean it stays green all the time. It's got those really pretty flowers, and so I don't think that an old clay pot, even though this is pretty masculine trunk, I don't think a clay pot is gonna suit this tree. Yeah. So I'm gonna start tidying up these roots. Yes, I don't think I can reduce these roots and get anything useful later anyway. So I'm just gonna kind of use them. I'm gonna use them in the design. I'm not sure that'll make it down into the pot, into the soil. So I'm thinking about this tree up about there. I don't think I'm gonna much care for the looks of this tree when I'm done with it, but we'll see what this hollowed out inside ends up looking like here. That'll make it into the soil. I may leave that. These may need to get cut. That's gonna be at the side of the tree. This is my front. get a better angle out of that. Actually, it's kind of fitting there now, like I want it to. It goes up. Take that off entirely. Got a lot of root system over here growing off of these fat ones. Need to mess with that? I don't think so. I'm kind of thinking something like that now. So that's what I'm going to shoot for right there. I'm going to try and get that pot set up. I'm going to actually wire this thing in and see if I can establish that angle. So my strategy here is I've got a tie wire from this point to this point, and I've got a tie wire diagonally here, and this tree will be sitting on an angle like that. This is a mixture of akadama, pumice, and lava. Like that. something right about there, I think. Okay, so that's my diagonal wire. You know, you think you're giving yourself plenty of wire, and then when you get the thing in the pot, you wish you'd have gave yourself an extra few inches. I think I don't know, I think I'll make it. I just wish I had a little bit excess here. I think I really want to go under this root here. Okay, so that's plenty of wire. Sorry, my big stupid hand's in the way. I'm just gonna stick these roots in here and see what happens with them. The ones that don't make it will just not make it. really trying to hold those roots, but they're not going to stay. I'm gonna try and direct that into some soil. I think it might be kind of cool to have this root kind of growing here across this hollow. But I know these aren't gonna make it, these roots that are exposed to the air. Just gonna give it a chance. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think these are all gonna die. I could really try hard, I guess, with some moss and get it to grow if I wanted to, but I'm not that worried about it. I am gonna sprinkle a real light little kind of top dressing over these. See if I can get anything to stay alive. And then hopefully get it cleared back later on in this tree's development. And that's gonna have to do it for this evening on that twisted little soul. I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. I'll show you what I got going on here. I swear it looked better. It looked better when I was thinking about it. Anyway, this is where I'm at. This is what I did, and so this is what I'm stuck with for a few years, or a couple years at least. I did this because of this thick trunk here. I felt like that was a better place to go for some kind of an apex, which is going to be the top of the tree up here. Back branch, gonna have to come down these. Hopefully I can get some movement to those, maybe a defining branch here. So I got that as far to the right in the planting as I thought I could. I don't know, I guess I could have hung those roots over the pot and just let them die. But work in progress. So I'm gonna be wiring this thing tomorrow. That's gonna have to do it for this video. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks for stopping by BoneDry. Take care.